What is up there, guys? Imdaway here, and I am back. I'm super excited to be back doing yet a brand new episode for your face. If you are new to the channel, I say hit it with a subscribe. After this video, we have one of our most craziest videos till date. So you don't want to miss a minute. Be sure to watch this full video because I'm about to give you some information that after this video, it's going to make you super dangerous. So let's get right into it, shall we? So what I want to do on today is explain to you and show you from examples of how to spot a liar. How to spot a lying YouTuber, how to spot a lying brother or sister. There are 3 things to look for, and we're going to go over them right now. So let me start with the first thing you're going to try to look for when trying to determine if someone is lying to you. And this is called verbal disassociating. See, our brains know what's right. We know the information. Our brains keep all of that good and right information. So when we are trying to lie or create this fictional experience, our brain up here has the real experience. It has the real deal. So sometimes when we're trying to create this imaginary and this fake reality, our brains know what's right. Our brains know and have the information that is true. So we are trying to create one thing and our brain knows the other thing, and sometimes that can give some telltale signs, which is disassociation. What that means is that a liar will try to disassociate, or they will try to distance themselves from the lie. A liar, at times when they're talking, they may talk to themselves in a third person point of view when telling a lie, because they want to distance themselves from the lie. They probably won't use words like I or me or I did. Instead, they would say them or those people, and they would try to direct the attention on others because it's the brain way of trying to cope with the lie, with the imaginary. The brain almost feel guilty and saying, hey, I don't want to be a part of that.
Intelligence report that the second part of their conclusion was that Vladimir Putin ordered it because he aspired to help you in the election. Do you accept that part of the finding? And will you undo what President Obama did to punish the Russians for this, or will you keep it in place?
If Putin likes Donald Trump, I consider that an asset, not a liability, because we have a horrible relationship with Russia. Russia can help us fight ISIS, which, by the way, is #1 tricky.
Now, the second thing you want to look for when trying to determine if someone is lying to you or trying to spot out a lie is something we call convincing or conveying. You see, liars tend to try to redirect information. Instead of conveying the information that you asked for, they will try to convince you of something else. They will try to convince you that they're a good friend and that they would never do that. They will try to convince you that someone else is the perpetrator. They will try to convince you of everything instead of conveying the information. Convincing. So when someone is talking or when you ask a question, try to see, are they trying to convince me of something, or are they actually conveying the information that I asked for? Hey, YouTuber, you always say that you love your fans. Do you really love your fans, or do you just say that just for views, or it's just an outro?
Oh my bejesus Kiwi, what type of question is that? I have the greatest fans in the world. Without them, I would be nothing. I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for my fan nation. They are amazing. They have supported me and they have inspired me so much. I feel like I have the greatest fans in the whole wide world. Or as Snoop would say, the whole wide Rizzle.
Would you say that the kids are acting, or especially with Cody, it just seems like Cody, in many situations, is being traumatized by what's going on? Is Cody acting, or is he really upset? Is he really fighting with his brother? And there are times where I've seen Cody say, turn the camera off, and you guys keep filming. And a lot of people have concern with that.
There's a mixture of
and it definitely appears that way, that I didn't turn the camera off, but there's many incidents where the camera definitely was turned off. There's a lot of privacy. It doesn't really appear that way, but there is a lot of privacy. There's a lot of things that we keep to ourselves. When a certain child has a boundary crossed and they do not want something posted, we don't post it. And to be perfectly honest with you, by not posting or saying some of these things, we kind of get ourselves in a little bit of a mess, like especially with the Disney thing and all that. Why Cody did not go to Disney is...
Let's talk about the last one. The last one is blocking. Just like verbal disassociating, your mind wants to distance itself from the lie. Stories created of a imaginary experience is so much harder for the brain to create something that was real. So the brain starts to get stressful. And when the brain gets stressful, your body shows signs. It shows little tells. Now, sometimes these tells are verbally. And sometimes they are physically, which is blocking. Sometimes a liar will literally try to block themselves from the lie that they just told physically. They would try to add distance between themselves and the lie that they just spew out. They may put their hand over their mouth, boom, blocking between you. Maybe they may rub their eyes, once again, distance, and between them and you, the liar that they just spew out. Maybe they may whip out a phone, putting distance in between themselves and the lie. These are little tells that you want to look for.
Was that Vladimir Putin ordered it because he aspired to help you in the election. Do you accept that part of the finding? And will you undo what President Obama did to punish the Russians for this, or will you keep it in place?
If Putin likes Donald Trump...
Okay, so in this next clip, we're going to watch together because it is about a YouTuber, Josh Baylor, who was exposed for having one of the biggest scams ever. Basically, he took $100 and he gave it to a homeless guy. And then instead of the homeless guy buying drugs and beer and other stuff, he went and brought groceries and he shared it with everyone in the park and other homeless people. It was a heartwarming story. It got millions, 40 plus million views, and TV shows cover it. He was interviewed and he was on The Daily Show. He was everywhere. This guy made hundreds of thousands of dollars because of this video. It turned out it was a fake. So this clip that we're going to watch together is going to be an interview where he was asked, is this a fake? Was this real? Let's take a look at this together and see if we can find all of the signs. Blocking, convincing instead of conveying, and also verbal disassociating himself from the lie. Let's take a look. Okay, so immediately we can see...
It's just so crazy, and for me, I just
we
feel
can
like,
see
wow,
the blocking.
Like people would do.
Notice the verbal
like,
disassociating too.
ludicrous kind of thing.
People,
to destroy
people.
such
He says
real
people a
story.
lot
When I was 17,
from the lie.
decided.
So now he's trying to convince us and redirect the attention from the pranks and the fake pranks. He's telling us about his upbringing. He likes the weather, the snow.
Weather is no snow.
His hair, dreadlocks, and wow, guys, this was a super fun episode to do. I hope I just made you a human lie detector. Don't get scammed by your friends or any other YouTuber on this platform. Honestly, I have room to talk because just a little while ago, I was scammed. I actually donated to a YouTuber's GoFundMe, just $10 because he had a very sad story and he convinced me. And then it turned out to be a scam. And as you can see, GoFundMe went on and refunded that little donation that I did do. So guys, just remember, blocking, convincing, or conveying, are they trying to distance themselves? Are they using these little tales? These things are going to make you a human lie detector. It's going to be super fun. I hope you enjoy it. Put a like on this video if you did learn something, and if you did watch the whole video all the way through, because this was some great information. And yes, you're gonna need this information because let me tell you, here on YouTube, honesty is not the best policy. It just don't get the views. It just don't make the money. So everybody's lying, but you're gonna be a step ahead of the game in knowing how to sniff out the lies. And it's gonna save you some money. It's gonna save you some unnecessary view time. All right? So as always, if you didn't like this video, I understand, but I could use some more haters because all of my old haters, they're now literally starting to like me. So I gotta get some new haters. Jump on board. Jump on board. Pin pat. Pin pat. So I gotta offend somebody. Everybody can't like me. As always, KIP, keep it positive. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Don't make what it is what it ain't. Yo mama. World.